is about child abuse. Welcome to our show. Today with me Adina binti Syaruddin as your chairperson. Right now, most people know that child abuse is one of the popular case that always occur in our society, especially in Malaysia. In fact, this case need to be looked in a bigger scope so that it can be overcome. Before we go further, let me introduce to all of you our guests, Miss Sadatul Aisyah binti Samsul Kamal, lecturer from UM. Our guests have a lot experience and lot of knowledge about this topic that will be discussed. Without wasting our time, my first question to our guests, can you mention what is the definition of child abuse and the type of child abuse that had occurred especially in Malaysia? So that, can you explain that?
Thanks to the chairperson. Although there are many formal and acceptable definition of child abuse, the following is offered as a guide for information on child abuse and neglect. Child abuse consists of any acts of commission or omission that endangers or impairs a child's physical or emotional health and development. Child abuse includes any damage done to a child which cannot be reasonably explained and which is often represented by an injury or serious injuries appearing to be non-accidental in nature. There are 4 types of child abuse. It is physical, sexual,
Physiological abuse,
psychological, and also neglect that I will explain that to all of you because there are 2 lots actually form of all this kind of child abuse. First, physical abuse. Physical abuse means any non-accidental injury to a child. This includes hitting, kicking, slapping, shaking, burning, pinching, hair pulling, and whipping and paddling. Second, sexual abuse. Sexual abuse, any sexual act between in adult and child. This include bonding, penetration, intercourse, exploitation, pornography, exhibition, group sex, oral sex, or forced observation of sexual acts. Third, psychological abuse. Psychological abuse also referred to as emotional abuse or mental abuse in a form of abuse characterized by a person subjecting or exposing another to behavior that may result in psychological trauma, including anxiety, chronic depression, or post-traumatic stress disorder. Such abuse is often associated with situation of power imbalance, such as abusive relationship, bullying, and abuse in the workplace. Fourth, neglect abuse. Neglect abuse, failure to provide for a child physical need. This includes lack of supervision, inappropriate housing or shelter, inadequate provision of food and water, inappropriate clothing for season or weather, abandonment, denial of medical care, and inadequate hygiene. Thank you. That's all from me.
Okay, thank you to Miss Sadatul Aisyah binti Samsul Kamal. From what you say, now we know there are 4 types of child abuse, which is physical abuse, sexual abuse, psychological abuse, and neglect abuse. Okay, right now, I want to know to guess 2, which is Miss Haliza Hanim. What is the factor that can cause child abuse? Can you?
Okay, thanks to Adrina. Okay, hi everyone. I would like to talk about the causes that occur by child abuse. Okay, research has uncovered a number of risk factors or attributes commonly associated with maltreatment. Children in family and environments where this factor exists have a higher probability of inspiring maltreatment. Okay, a greater understanding of risk factor can help professionals working with child and family identify maltreatments and high-risk situations so they can intervene appropriately. It must be emphasized situations so they can intervene appropriately. However, that's while certain factors often present among family where maltreatment occurs, this does not mean that the presence of this factor necessarily lead to child abuse and neglect. Common factors associated with increased risk of child maltreatment are often categorized as family or caregiver factors, child factors, family factors, community and environmental factors, risk factor for recurrence of child abuse and neglect, and the last one is co-occurring risk. Okay, that's all for me. Thank you.
Hi, hello
Hi.
everyone. Today I would like to share about the child abuse statistic. Okay, right now everyone must know that the child abuse statistic in Malaysia especially increased from 2006 until 2008. Increase of some 700 report case. Strides made by the government in improving child protection measure in the recent years. Statistics from the Department of Social Welfare show a rise in reported child abuse case in Malaysia. In 2006, 1,999 child abuse report increased to 2,279 child abuse report in 2007 and increased to 2,780 child abuse report in 2008. Based on 2008 report figure, neglect is the most common form of the child abuse in Malaysia. The breakdown of the three form 863 child victims were physically abused. Next, the 733 child victims were sexually abused, which is the 72% were incest, and which is the 58 child victims were abandoned babies. Failure to provide care and supervision has become the most frequent cause of death. Vision has become the most frequent cause of death among children. Okay, children abuse report in Malaysia is the record higher last year, according to the statistic. As a police blame the crime on misunderstanding and financial difficulties. The number of physical child abuse cases jumped about 26% from 203 in 2009 to 257 in 2010, the highest recorded over the 5 last year. Malaysia Federal Police review. Now is the time that we waiting for. We want to hear one of the voice from one of the child abuse victim, which is the guest number 4.
What do you want to ask me?
Can you explain? No, bukan explain. Can you share about your experience, which is the bad experience to me and the others?
What happened to you?
Can you share? I don't know what to say.
Rose.
Can you share with us what happened to you?
I got hit by
Everyone can
babysitter.
see
My
what happened to this girl.
my parents sent me to a babysitter. She's a cruel. She kicked me.
My God.
She crying because
And I look at your face. What happened?
my face I had been slapped by her. Five slap.
Oh my God, guys, what happened in Malaysia, guys? Oh my God, I can't believe babysitter. How could babysitter can do something like that to the children? How, I don't know what to say.
My parents didn't believe me about the babysitter, but after I got this process like this face,
That your parents
my
believe
parents
your words.
Yes.
Oh my God, I don't know what to say. This is, I feel sympathy for you, and I know. Here I want to say to everyone, especially to parents out there, please listen and believe your children, whatever she or he say. Please believe. If you not, you can see your children be like this. I know everyone. Every parent or every single parents out there do want see their children be like this. No, okay. Then you say, can you, how, why your parents not believe your words? Why?
Because they are too busy with their own work and they didn't care about me at all.
Oh my God, guys, this is the one of the factors why every children can be a victim for babysitter. Our their parents or no, sorry, it is because of the factors that everyone or every child can be abused. Okay, thank you to you because you sharing session with us and you talk about your experience to us. So that, thank you. Actually, there are a lot of more question and answer that I want to share to you guys, but itulah. Actually, there are a lot more question and answer that I want to share to all of you. So I